Okay, so this video is about how to schedule photos to appear on the Maine Community Page. And I understand that some of you might already be very familiar with how to do this, but I know that some of you don't know how to do this. So here is the page, and as you know, at least half of your photos that appear on the page need to be photos that are posted by the page, posted as the page. Half of your photos can be photos that you share directly from your Facebook page. And as I said in the video about how to create a photo album, I really think that's the best thing to do for both the page and for you guys as photographers, because it helps to drive traffic both to your Facebook page, and it helps to raise the visibility and the size of this Maine Community Facebook page, which in turn benefits you. And by also having your photos, at least half of your photos here on the page in an album, it means that your photos and your business are more visible to people visiting this page. But let's get on with it and learn how to schedule a photo. So the easiest thing to do, what I do, is I usually just click on this little camera icon here. You can also click photo video, but I tend to do this. So add photos to your post. Then you're going to find where the photo is in your album. And I'll stick with the theme of picking on Ray, so I'll choose one of Ray's photos. And it's uploading, there's Ray's photo. And so now you're going to say, it's nice to say something about the photo, unless there's nothing particularly to say about it, but you could say, I'll say a pond in Acadia surrounded by fall colors, which is what it is. And then we can put, here's Ray's website, so I can put his website there. And here's his Facebook page. So now I'm going to create a hyperlink to his Facebook page. And the way you do this is you type the @ symbol, and then I'm going to copy and paste the title of his Facebook page here. And it didn't come up. And that's because once the text gets too far away from this @ symbol, the drop down menu won't come up. So I'm going to delete, probably have to get all the way back to his name. And now, at some point, there you go. I had to go all the way back to the A in Jaeger. But now you can see that his photography business comes up, and if I click on it, now that text is a link to his Facebook page. So that's how you create a link to your Facebook page with text, which is the best way to do it. Now I could do that again. Instead of copying and pasting the name of his photography business, I could just start writing it. R-A-Y. See, it hasn't come up yet. Y-E. There you go. There he is again. So there he is. Okay. Bam. And now you're going to schedule the post. You're not going to post the photo, unless it is your time to post the photo. What you're probably going to be doing with most of your photos is scheduling them far in advance. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to post, and then go to the little arrow upside down triangle there, and you choose schedule. Just ignore this backdate thing. You'll never need to use that on this page. And the save draft is if you want to save a photo, a post into a draft folder, but don't want it scheduled yet. Since you all know when you're supposed to be scheduling your photos, I think most of you will want to just choose schedule. So you click that. Now this little box comes up for you to schedule the post. And let's go to the Maine Community's editors group to see when Ray is supposed to be scheduling his post. So this is a very long note because I was trying to be very clear. And this whole first part of it is actually talking about the Acadia National Park community page, and this is all talking about how to schedule and how to submit photos. And then here is the part where it starts talking about the Maine Community Page. So if you go down through all of this, and you'll see one guideline that I set for the photos is that when it's your day of the week to post your 2 photos in your time slots, that only one of those photos can be a lighthouse. I don't want the page to be the main lighthouse page. You know, lighthouses are great. I don't want them to dominate the page. So you go down here, and here's the schedule I typed up. And here's Ray. So Ray is scheduled to post his photos every Thursday, and he's scheduled to post them at 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. every Thursday. So that's when we want to schedule his photo for. So today is the 16th. The next Thursday is the 21st, so we click on the 21st, and then he needs to schedule 1 photo for 8 and 1 photo for 4. So we're going to schedule 1 for 8, so I click here, and I hit 8, and that turns it to 8. I click here, and I'm going to hit 00 to make that 8 o'clock. And then right now it's 8 p.m., so I have to click on the p.m. and then push the letter A on my keyboard, and now it's 8 a.m. And now I just hit schedule. Bam! So his post is scheduled. Whenever there are pictures or posts scheduled for the page, there's always going to be this box here that tells you how many scheduled posts there are. And really, once we get going, there should always be lots of posts scheduled for the page. The list is actually going to be really long if everybody schedules their photos. So you can see all the scheduled posts by clicking See Post. So let's do that. And here we see the one post that I just made of Ray's photo that's scheduled for the page right now. You can also see over here to the left there's this drafts folder, and if you saved your photo, your post, into this drafts folder, they'd be here, but they wouldn't be scheduled to appear at any point on the page. But let's go back to the scheduled post. So here's the scheduled post, and you can see this is a desktop preview of what it's going to look like. They also have a mobile preview of what it's going to look like. It's nice. So you can go back and edit the text in your post if you need to. So you can go down here, hit edit, and now you can edit the text, edit your link in case you want to add something or you mistype something. Then you can save it. I'm not going to save it. There. The thing you can't do is you can't edit the photo. So if there's something you want to change in the photo once you've scheduled it to be posted, you have to delete this post and schedule it again. So let's go back to the page. Now, let's say it's 7:45 on Thursday morning right now. So it's getting close to 8 a.m., which is when Ray's photo is scheduled to appear. Let's say Ray wants one of his photos this week to be shared directly from his Facebook page. He doesn't want his photo. He wants one of his photos to be shared directly from his Facebook page. He doesn't want both of them to appear as the page, to be posted as the page on the page. In that case, what he needs to do is he needs to be here on the Maine Community Page before his scheduled post time. So I said that you can post a photo 15 minutes before your scheduled post time or 15 minutes after your scheduled post time. So that's a half an hour window for you to post a photo in. Just be aware that if you have a scheduled if you've already scheduled a photo to appear, say, at 8 a.m. on Thursday, as we're pretending, then you need to get in and share a photo in that 15-minute window before 8 a.m. Because if you share a photo after 8 a.m., then you're going to be sharing a photo after your scheduled photo has also appeared on the page, so that won't work. So let's go to Ray's page, and I already have it open. So here's Ray's Facebook page. We're pretending it's 8 a.m. and Ray decides that he wants his 8 a.m. photo to be a photo he shares directly from his own Facebook page. So I don't know if I can find that same photo. We'll just go down and we'll share one of his other photos. So they're all gorgeous. I don't know. It's hard to pick. I can't pick one. But let's make sure they're from Maine. I know Ray takes photos from different places, so I'll try to make sure that it's a Maine photo. That's clearly a Maine photo. I'm guessing that this osprey is a Maine photo. So if it's not, that's okay. So it's 7:45, 7:50, whatever we're pretending. Ray has a photo scheduled to appear at 8 a.m., but he's going to share the photo instead. So he goes to his own Facebook page. He hits the share button. He goes up to here, and he wants to share it on a page you manage. He goes down to here, and there's a drop-down list of all the pages you manage. Go down to Maine Community, and now you can share it. Now, if you want, you can type in some more text at the top of the page, at the top of the photo. Ray's already got all his information down here, so that's not really necessary. But if you wanted if you wanted your website to be extra prominent, you could potentially, put it up there as well. Then you click share. Now let's go back to the main page. And there's Ray's photo. It's appeared on the page. Now, the other thing Ray has to remember to do now is to delete the photo that's going to appear at 8 o'clock, because he's chosen to share his 8 a.m. time slot on Thursday. He's chosen to share a photo from his Facebook page, so he needs to go into the scheduled post and he needs to delete this photo. And do you know what? I'm going to pull a switch up here. It seems so difficult, actually. 15 minutes, if you already have a photo scheduled, it seems like getting to it within the 15 minutes before it appears might be asking a little too much of everybody. So I'm going to say that it's a half an hour. So if you have a photo scheduled to appear at 8 a.m., you can share the photo at 7:30 a.m., at 8 a.m., or at 8:30 a.m. So you have an hour window there to have your photo appear on the Maine Community Page. I would just ask you to try to have your photo, if you're going to share a photo to the community page, I would ask you to have your photo appear as close to your scheduled time as possible. But I think having just the 15, if you already have a photo scheduled to appear on the page, having just 15 minutes, say between 7:45 to 8, I think is cutting it a little tight. So I want to give you some more wiggle room to go in and potentially share one of your photos. But Ray, in this scenario, has already shared a photo for his 8 a.m. time slot. So he has to go into the scheduled photos and make sure that he deletes his photo that he has scheduled to appear at 8 a.m. So you go in here, he clicks on the photo that he has scheduled, and then he goes down here and he clicks the little arrow next to edit, scrolls down, and he chooses delete. Or, not to make things complicated, but let's say he shared a photo that's different from this photo that he had scheduled to appear. Something else he could do is he could go in and reschedule this photo to appear at a later date in one of his time slots, so he doesn't have to, make the post again. But right now, we're just going to delete it. Yes. So it's deleted. So that way, he's not going to have two photos appearing on the page in quick succession. And that's it. That's how you schedule photos to appear on the page. One day a week, you're scheduling 2 photos to appear at the times that are listed here in this schedule that I wrote out on the Maine Community Editors in the Maine Community Editors group. That's it. And thanks for sticking with me on that. I know some of you did not need to know any of that. And if you have any questions, you can always shoot me a message.